Morning everybody, happy Saturday. What a lovely day in Belfast. Sun is shining. I actually see blue sky. I actually can't see myself at all. Give us a wave if you're in. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to cover today. A few people have reached out saying thanks for certain tips that I've given, and it's really helped them and they've saved some money on things. And they've changed ideas and stuff that they're going to be doing, which is brilliant. So if there's anything I can help with at all, drop it in the message here. Hi Margaret, and hi Alex. And I'll see if I can cover it. So I don't know if you can see me, I can't really see myself here. If you let me know if the light's okay, move around. So again, really quick. Obviously my quick is different than everybody else's quick because I just don't shut up and I just keep talking. So I'm going to do a quick view around the house, see where we are, see what progress we're making, and any wee problems that we've had along the way. I'll tell you what we've done about them, why they were a problem, and how you can kind of overcome them in your own way. So hi everybody coming on, it's great to see. I will just jump right in instead of wasting time. First thing is first, I am going to go and show you. So the living room, if you guys remember. So the last time it was plastered, and now, thank you for your votes on the floor. As you can see, we have a gorgeous new floor throughout downstairs. We also have beautiful new doors, they were hung. And the walls are now, so it's been over 2 weeks since we plastered the walls, and they are ready to paint. They get the painting started this week, which is fantastic. We have also the plumber. It's a wee bit messy in there. It's probably like everybody's understairs cupboard, isn't it? You just throw it in and close the door. But, oh good, loving the floor, happy days. The boiler was actually connected via it's just a plug that then was connected to an extension cord that came out here, outside in a different room, and was plugged into one of the sockets here, which was really dangerous because then it was actually taken off and powering lights on the wall. So the whole thing was fairly dangerous. So the electrician in Spain, he has changed all the sockets, nice new shiny sockets, which I love, and we've got loads of them around the room. So the walls are sitting ready. We said last time then that these walls needed to be plastered because they were just in absolute state after taking the wallpaper off. So that's all done, good and ready. The light switches are in. We now have lights ready for the guys. And where we are now is also, I don't know if you remember the last time outside, if you can see, we have got a new roof on our shed, and it looks really good. Yeah, Alice, right, I love a good new socket. It just makes all the difference. And guys, I'm not sure if you can see that, I can't see it very well. But nice new door out there. It just really tidies the place up. It looks fab. And it's now a lot more inviting outside. So in here is pretty much not much more. It's just, I love whenever it gets to this stage, you can see everything's starting to get covered over and it's looking fab. So I will go for a walk then through into the kitchen, which is, let me see, again, we come through, we've got the same floor. It's going to be running throughout, so we'll just put a wee join in there because there's different levels. So the floor is almost down in here, but it just makes it so seamless whenever you've got the same floor throughout the whole bottom. And this is the bit of the underlay that's going underneath this wooden floor. Okay, so in here we have this beauty. So this is something that was brought up last time, and it was, I think it was Chris Canning brought this up and said, is that potentially an issue to do with the oven that was here that was too close to the washing machine? But actually I've checked it out and apparently it's fine. It's just the usual, your electrical stuff, your oven needs to be, it's the distance from your sink. So I think it's, now correct me wrong, I think it's like 330 mil away, anything electrical. But this is where, if you can see, so this is beautiful in behind Again, a few more layers of, is that laminate? Yes, it is laminate. It's actually, I think laminate's really good. It's easy to put down. It's fairly hard wearing. And then if it needs replaced, it's fairly easy as well to replace. So here we are having, this is where the oven was. You can see it's minging. But it's gone. Something that came about, so whenever the electrician was here, what he said, he was asking me what I'm doing with the kitchen. And that was because I said, no, we're keeping it. Thanks, good on you, Chris, for bringing that to my attention before. So I said, no, we're keeping the kitchen. And the reason he was asking was because there were no plugs. This was the only plug here, and it was just a double socket. And what was plugged into that double socket was the washing machine. The oven was just on a socket, which needed plugged in separately, and then the extractor fan. So all three things were trying to fit in the double socket, and that is just fairly unsafe. And then at the same time, there was nowhere to plug even a kettle or a toaster or anything at all that you need to be plugging in. So the electrician was saying, right, I need to make new sockets basically. So what he's done very kindly and very safely is now we have the cooker and everything on its own wall mounted socket, which is a lot safer, and that'll just be connected straight in here whenever we get the new one. And then also we have some additional sockets, which it's just a must. Like, how, I don't know how you cope if you don't. So that's where we're with electrics in here, and just tidying up the old sockets and putting the other ones in, which is great. So something else that we talked about was, see the window, right? Whenever I said about getting windows done, the window in the kitchen was actually, it was letting a wee bit of air in, which I thought, okay, hopefully it's not going to be too bad. But what the builder was able to do, it was brilliant that you realised it was just the hinges. For some reason the doors maybe, or the windows have been left open for a few years, and the hinges had near rusted, which meant whenever you went to close them, they just weren't closing properly, and that's where the air was coming in. So instead of having to do a whole new window or resealing the whole thing, all I did was basically clean and re-grease the hinges, and now 100% closes perfectly, and there's no noise out of them at all. So a really cheap, quick, easy thing. Look at the mechanics of the window before you think of just need to change the whole window. So just another wee tip on there. Also underneath here, again, so we're keeping this, but this is pretty rotten as well. So what we need to do, we're going to keep the kitchen as much as we can, but we're going to have to just completely change out this unit. So as you can see, it's just been damp, and it obviously hasn't sealed very well down the back of the worktop. So the water's obviously run down and then caused a few issues back there. So just get that all tidied up, get that clean, make sure all the pipe works 100%, and get new woodwork in there. So, oh, and hopefully as well, new hinges on the doors. Yeah, so in here we're pretty much done. It's looking really good. The space feels huge. So whenever you get to take stuff out of here, you get the floor down, it's just starting to feel like a new house, which is absolutely fantastic. Out to here. So who likes the new location of the toilet? It's handy. I'm joking, obviously. So that's the new toilet going upstairs. This brings us upstairs. So the carpet hasn't been lifted yet. Obviously this is not going to be the carpet that we're doing, that we're going. Again, not much change in the hall, but this is where the biggest change is into the end of the bathroom. The bathroom, so I'll try and get the light to work. The first time we took the door away, built up a new wall, and got that plastered, so that's all sitting ready. And then we're in here, which, if anybody remembers, it was just like an accessibility shower with the shower on it, no bath. So what I've done instead, we are putting a bath in, obviously it's in, and shower. So we've gone for an electric shower in here because of the way the pipe was working. It's a gas house, but also what we decided was, if there was ever any problems with the gas, then there's always the hot water for the electric. But then also, if there's a problem with the electric, you can always just put a wee hose on the taps and use the hot water out of that way. So it's kind of that dual functionality for a rental is brilliant. It's just going to cause less problems. Also, if anybody remembered, there was a radiator here. It was just one of those normal ones, or it was here, the radiator was here, it was just one of those normal ones. So what we're going to do is we decided to put on a lovely tile rail. It'll just totally lift the place. And if I turn round, again, one of the things we want to do was have the toilet. The toilet used to sit here. We want to just push it against that back wall. But with the soil pipe in the way, this thing, it didn't work out. There was no space then to put the sink unit in. So now the toilet's going to sit here. And in here, it actually works out quite well. I think in here you're going to have your sink, your sinking area with your cupboards and stuff, your natural light, and put a nice big mirror up on the wall. And this wall is then getting ready to be done. So the bathroom's really good. It feels massive. It's huge. Everything's in here. There's actually more than enough space for the bath, the shower, a big sink unit, and the toilet. It's brilliant. They're in here, not really many problems. If you can see above me, it's the PVC ceiling, and we're going to put spotlights in that. And then I'll show you in the other room, but we're going to just PVC the whole bathroom in a pattern, so you'll be able to see that. It's going to look really, really good. And I think especially for a rental, it's been able to vanity unit, thanks Alice. Then it's just easier to maintain, wipe clean. You're not having tiles broken or regrouting and stuff like that. So it's just really good. I think so anyway. I will turn this and show you then the bedroom. So again, the only thing that's really been done on here has been absolutely stripped bare to get the papering done. Taken off the data rail for some of it. Take the rest of it. So this is a wee thing, a wee tip. So we can see the decorators were in, just making sure everything. So there's a lot of holes in the wall. So what they did is they just filled it with expanding foam. So what they're going to do is just obviously like pull that out. I'm not going to touch it. Cut it off, and then it gives them something to paper to, so that they're not putting papers over holes, and it's much tidier. What else is in here? Yeah, Alice, we're back to new sockets. You know I love the new sockets. They're all done, and this is the paneling then for the bath, and a nice clean glass. Somebody's going to have to help me here with these words again. Flipping words are not my friends when I'm doing these lives. The shower screen, glass shower screen is what I'm talking about. So that's going to look really nice rather than a curtain one or anything like that. It looks good. So I'm going to show you this is the bath paneling. So it's coming in strips. It's easier for the guys to lay or to do because it's smaller. Shower screen, you're right. I got there in the end. So this one, and also a bit of this. So it's going for that natural stone look, and a lot of greys in this house. It's just very neutral greys, and I just think it's really going to lift the bathroom. So instead of it just being all white with a lot of character, it's going to be a bit of a feature bathroom. And I just think if the bathroom's lovely, if somebody walks into the house, the bathrooms and the kitchens sell it, and that's it. Like if it looks good, it looks good. But to be honest, I think that's most of it. It's gone fairly smoothly. A few wee things have popped up, but I think I've kind of covered them. There's nothing overly. It's just going well. Just pre-planning, getting all the decisions made, having everything ready and going for whenever the tradesmen are coming in. They're sitting there, everything's ordered, and they're not waiting on stuff. One thing I would say is, at the start of the job, it might be handy to make sure that the electrician knows exactly what you're doing before the guys are coming in to, finish walls or plaster, because the electrician might have something to do in another room that comes through. So what's next? Lockdown is asking what's next. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is to get the walls, get the wallpaper up in the other rooms, and then get painting. Let's start getting the place looking like a home again. Let's start getting the walls much nicer. Here, for example, what we have to do, instead of, so this is the wee thing, this wallpaper, this is still wallpapered, and I'm going to keep that because actually it's not a bad pattern, and it's intact. but here it looks different. So what we're going to try and do is just get something that matches in. And then whenever you have wee spaces like this, we just, because this is the whole way to the top, we'll just get this side here to match into this side. But yeah, if anybody has any questions on anything that is going on in this house or any other questions, to be honest, that's it. I'm impressed with the way it's going. Everything's looking well. Everything's working out on time and on budget. Anything that we're adding on is kind of covered in the contingency, which is good. And then over and above that is just decisions that we say, right, no, actually we want to upgrade something like that bathroom. We decided, no, we're going to upgrade the radiator. It's going to cost more, but it's going to be worth it in the end. Or we're going to change the paneling and make it just that wee bit better. So how long will it take to finish? I would say we would like to be walking within 3 weeks. I would like to have the carpet down and literally be walking out of here finished. Unless anything major happens or people get delayed, which always is a possibility. That's really where we're at. So any questions at all, either pop them through here now, just get typing quickly, or just drop me a message and I will cover stuff. But I think that's it. So thanks very much for tuning in to my, seems like a regular Saturday update. And I will chat to you all soon. See ya. I'll do this every time.